Hello there. Hello everybody. My name's Lee Sansum and today I'm interviewing Kate Sansum. Kate's my wife and I'm her husband. So welcome to our home. And I suggested I did a short interview with Kate after she put a couple of posts on her Facebook page and she was inundated with requests and this and that and people asking her stuff. So I said, look Kate, why don't we just do an interview? I'll ask you questions and you can just nail it in a oneer and just tell everybody, a little bit about yourself. So let me introduce my wife, Kate Sansum. Kate was Mackeness, unusual name, and Kate comes from an interesting family background, and she's going to tell you a little bit about that as we move on. But Kate's a very, very interesting lady, Sold her first business at the age of 21. How interesting for a 21-year-old. I know when I was 21, there was no way I could even think for myself, I don't think. But at the age of 21, sold her first business. And she comes from a Queen's Award-winning family background, which is so interesting. It's incredible. I just love Kate's background and all the things she's done when she was younger. She was dyslexic, and we're going to speak about that a little bit later and how it's affected her and her business life and things like that. A gifted salesperson, an entrepreneur, very, very gifted salesperson. Sand to the Arabs, I think, was a term they used to sell. Or coal to someone, coal to Newcastle, I think it was. Anyway, but on a personal life, Kate excelled at sports. She doesn't know I'm going to be saying this, so I've wrote a few things out because she's done so much stuff, Here we go. A ski instructor. Where did that one come from? A fitness instructor, very, very, very good, accomplished fitness instructor and wellness instructor. Line dancing instructor. And I've seen her do this. She's very, very good. Line dancing instructor. A horse rider. Very, very good horse rider. Her sister was on the Olympic riding team, I'll have you know. And how about this? A national kickboxing champion of all things.
Come on, girls.
The skills of this lady never failed to amaze me, Anyway, so Kate Sansum, she has a degree in business, a very, very high degree in business, I had. And she built the biggest martial arts school in the UK pre-recession and sold that business as well. She's a mother of 3, amazing stepmother to my children as well. And she supported a donkey sanctuary in England for many, many years. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I introduce my wife, Kate Sansum?
Yeah. Well, thank you, husband Lee. Wasn't expecting any of that.
Well, there we go.
I'll just do a little intro, he says.
Right, so Kate, I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Yes, now that you've put me right on that.
Yeah, just a few questions, and based on some of the questions that some of the ladies have asked you.
Yes,
so
some amazing
right,
questions.
Kate.
Yes.
Here we go. First of all, because I find this so interesting, tell the viewers a little bit about your early years and how being in an international business family affected your views and your thoughts on business.
Ooh, well, I mean, I grew up with business being spoken about around the dining room table every night. I used to go to the factories. My father owned 3 factories around the Manchester area. And so I used to go in school holidays. I would be dispatched one time. I'd go and I'd want to be with the canteen lady because she used to give me really yummy food. The next minute I'd be with the accountant and he was explaining to me why at that time, that Margaret Thatcher time, he had to stack up the 10p's and explain to me that at that time we had to give away for our family business 70 or 80% of the 10p's for the tax and everything else. And yeah, so it was very interesting
right.
times. And I was just involved. It was natural conversation around the dinner table was international business because he was exporting ladies' garments of all things. Yes. So there we go.
And no, interestingly, Kate, I know you went through one of the big first recessions and saw your father go into recession. We can talk about that another time. But interestingly, you saw him lose everything and then get it all back. How exciting was that?
Yes, it was traumatic at the time, but then quite incredible to see how he could network and utilise the friendships that he'd made over the years with the people that respected him in business to get up and go to international level again and learning new skills. He took a business public, and he was the CEO of a public company, so that was a different journey altogether.
Wow.
Suddenly it was putting on our suits and going down to London on a regular basis, and it changed his business attributes as well. So as a family we all learnt along the way. And obviously we had to learn different etiquettes as well, because he had a visit to Downing Street.
Wow.
As one of the top 12 entrepreneurs in Great Britain.
One of the top 12?
Yes.
The top 12 entrepreneurs in Great Britain. Brian, her father. Wow.
And they went to Buckingham Palace.
Wow.
Yes,
That's incredible.
Yes, it was.
But I mean,
I just remember the outfits, choosing outfits with my mother for these different occasions, and then my dad coming back massively embarrassed because he curtsied to the Queen.
Not his finest moments, I don't think, Kate. Curtsying to the Queen. Different. There you go. So anyway, Kate, I just heard you say there, I know we're just going off plan a little bit, that he uses network. So I know you use networking a lot in your business, and I see it, and you've taught me how to do it, but would you say, was it as important today as it was then, or was it more important then? What would you say on networking?
I would say it's easier today.
All right.
Because of social media and the accessibility of people. I mean, Father's networking was on the golf course, in the squash court, and on the train when he was commuting to and from London.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Whereas now, obviously, it's the art of communication from when you first meet somebody. And in business, you know straight away, don't you, if you've got a connection with somebody. You know if it's somebody that you would like to work with, or somebody whose life you think could change in a positive way through interaction with yourself, then you just kind of know.
Well, I think you do, Kate, and I think you're a better measure of people than I am, to be quite honest. And I don't know if that's a female thing. And I spoke to a few business people who said, the females are generally better at judging people. Now, I've chose a couple of bad business partners in my time, and Kate, from day one, said, Lee, I don't think you should be working with them, and it ended up, she was right, and causes a lot of heartache when you fall out with a business partner. But hey, let's move on, Kate. But since the last one, many years ago, if Kate says no, they're not in there. Right? I tell you, Kate, just tell everybody now, because to sold your first business at 21. I know the viewers are going to be asking, like I was when you first told me this. What on earth was your first business?
I was one of the first people in the Manchester area to put fresh bunches of flowers that are now everywhere, and even in the supermarkets and everything else. I was the first person to put those out on petrol station forecourts back in the day. So that would have been in the 80s. In the 80s. In the 80s?
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. Sold that business in 1989.
Wow. And what did you do? You supplied...
So I would go to Smithfield Market, get imported bunches of flowers in Manchester.
Smithfield Market, Manchester. Right? Yeah. Which is still there today, is it?
Yes. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, it's massive. And negotiate with the Flying Dutchman and everybody else for my cut bunches of flowers.
Right.
And then I would take those, and I got contracts all around the M62 and into Manchester, and then I would put them on the petrol station forecourt. Sale or return. Yes.
And you went out there and got those contracts, did it all yourself?
Yeah.
And hated Mother's Day?
Yes.
But I bet you like counting the cash at the end, oh yeah.
I did.
Well,
had my first car crash, actually, courtesy of Mother's Day.
Oh, right.
Because I was driving for 28 hours.
Well, we'll cover that in later programmes. Anyway, don't go doing that out there. But, this is the time of year, because Kate and I, we've been in business together for 18 years, and I've learnt so much from this lady. Well, I've learnt everything from this lady. So it is very true, Kate. It is very true. She's very understated. Sometimes she's very overstated, and sometimes very understated, aren't we all? But Kate, it's that time of year. It's coming up for Christmas time, and a lot of business owners out there, and the people watching, or if you work in a business for somebody who owns the business, this time of year, it's either feast or famine, isn't it? Either you're gearing up for all your sales for the year, or in some businesses, because Christmas isn't a time for selling services or products, you know, it's a time for doing nothing and counting the pennies and thinking, I can't wait for maybe summertime, I don't know. So as people now are looking forward to Christmas, or some people are looking forward for Christmas to go and then we can start making money again. Yes. What are your 3 best tips for business owners, small business owners or medium business owners, SMEs, small to medium enterprises? What are your 3 top tips that you could pass on from your vast knowledge of business? What would make them more successful in their business?
When they're just starting out?
Yeah.
Yes, well, I think my main tips for people who are just starting out in business would be ignore the dream stealers. You know what you're passionate about. If you've done your market research and you believe that it's going to work, it will. And so you'll inevitably, because you are daring to do something that the majority of people don't have the courage to do or don't have the backbone for, you will come across dream stealers. We've had so many of them over the years. You're doing what? You're never going to work at that. And you just have to raise above it and commit. Put your line in the sand and just go for it. And make sure it does help if you've got one friend. You always need a best friend who you can go to on the darkest days and go, am I doing the right thing? Please remind me why I'm doing this. And they can get you back on track again. So we're quite lucky we've got each other.
Yes, we are. So
that would be my first
That's
one.
tip number 1. Don't listen to dream stealers. Tip number 1. Great tip.
Yes. And my second one would be, a lot of people procrastinate over getting things perfect. Especially, I've come across so many in my, as you know, I've been doing a lot of training in social media, helping small businesses in network marketing and within other businesses smash the social media side of things. People get all hooked up on having the perfect website, the perfect start, the perfect inquiry, the perfect payment method, and suddenly 6 months have gone and they're no further down the line. Just get out there and do it. I look at some of the videos, some of the live videos that I did for the first time 3-4 years ago, and they're a bit cringy. I'm the first to admit it, and I look like a rabbit in the headlights, and I didn't know what to do with myself, and my hands were all but you've just got to get on with it, get over it, and just do it with certainty, and learn what you need to learn where the sales take you. But tell you what, your customers will soon tell you what you need to get better at.
Okay, right. So tip number 2, stop procrastinating.
That'll be the
Procrastinating.
See, that dyslexia comes back to bite me out. Yeah.
So basically, it's just do it.
Yep.
Just
definitely
do it.
Yep.
Okay.
And my
3rd tip
would be, inevitably people talk to you about goal setting. So if you're going for funding and things like that, you get sent down a route of your goals all being financial and all being based on very not so meaningful things when you're starting out. What I would advise anybody in business or in life when you're first doing goal setting is to dream about, think about, concentrate on, meditate on a feeling that you want. Inevitably, people have started to work for themselves because they're wanting to escape. They've discovered in life what they don't want out of life, and therefore they're going for something new. So I would really advise anybody to keep the feelings about your goals rather than just the pennies and the pound signs of your goals. Why do you want that amount of money? What is it going to feel like? Do you want to take your children to the coral reef? Do you want to just take them to the beach? Do you want to have the feeling like we have? I'm so lucky that if I choose to pick up my children from school and take them river walking, take them to the beach, take them up a mountain, decide we're going to go skiing that weekend, I've got all the time, no time restrictions. I can take them wherever I want, whenever I want. And so that is a massive goal. That was a massive goal for me. So now I've reached that one, move on. What's the next really good feeling I want for me and my family? And I would just say, do your goal setting that way.
So essentially, make sure the goals are actually what you want, because sometimes when you reach your goals, it's not what you want.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yep.
That makes a massive sense, Kate. Right. Okay, everybody. Thanks for your time, Kate. We're just going to finish. What's the future for Kate Sansum? Because I know you've got lots of stuff going on, Kate. Lots of stuff. So what's the future in a nutshell for Kate Sansum?
Gosh. Right. Well, first of all, to help change as many lives, ladies' lives in particular, as possible through health and wellness, and to reach out to as many ladies as possible. I know I can help them, and I've helped so many face-to-face. Now I've worked out how I can do it online to help people as well. And I can do that with the Kate's Club, and also through Jeunesse, and helping people not only start their own businesses, but also use wellness products which are well ahead of their time as far as making your longevity, your wellness last for forever. And so, yeah, my goal is to help reach as many people as possible over the next however long it takes, but certainly I think from now to January is going to be so exciting, because people have got their New Year's resolutions, they go in search of the latest gadget, the latest thing that is going to make them super skinny overnight, and they set the wrong goals and off they go. 2019 could go in totally the wrong direction. So my mission is trying to get my message across and help as many people as I can stay fit and healthy 2019. Right,
wow. And also as well, Kate, if you don't mind me saying so,
yes,
you've got your ladies empowerment events you're going to start next year as well.
Yes.
I know it's very, I don't want to put you on the spot, Kate. It's very, very exciting.
We were supposed to be doing that secret.
And we're not procrastinating here, let's just get it out there. And Kate, I think probably
April next year.
After Christmas time, I think Kate's going to be letting everybody know what she's doing. She's doing national massive events, and it's all to do with ladies empowerment. Yes. I hope I'm invited to watch. I might have to go in drag or something, but it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good, but it's very exciting, isn't it?
It is really, really exciting. Look, I've got goosebumps just thinking about it again. Great. Ladies, let's bring it on. Let's empower ourselves and kick the ass out of life, I think.
Okay, everybody, well, thanks for listening.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kate. I'm going to reach over now with my big fat hands and try and turn this off without breaking.
Wait.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Lee. I wasn't sure how this was going to work. We have never had it this way round before for interviewing, and I've managed to look in the camera the whole time, only because I was picturing
you.
You. I think I did.
I don't think so.
I think I did. I only looked in your ear once or twice. And I was just picturing all my lovely Facebook friends out there. So, everybody out there, have a great evening, day, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Leave us a comment below to let us know where you're watching from, and if you know anybody in business or wellness who you think could benefit from this, just feel free to share it. And hey, I might get to see you face to face in the future.
Yeah, you will. Okay, goodbye everybody.
Bye.